Good morning, After His Heart. I have been going through the book of Acts. God has really put it on my heart to read the book of Acts. I started in verse 1. I'm working all the way through the book of Acts, and I got to the part about Ananias and Sapphira. And if you haven't heard this story, it's a story about the early churches getting started. Ananias and Sapphira. There's these people that are selling their land and all their possessions and giving it to the apostles, everything that they have. And Ananias and Sapphira choose to sell some of their property, and instead of giving the full amount, they only give part, and then they lie and say that they gave it all. And I was reading this, and there's some people that say, man, I thought this was the New Testament. Like, why is God being so harsh? And the judgment thing, I thought that was the Old Testament. And in a culture that is so, grace and mercy are taught so popularly, and I love the teachings of grace and mercy. I think they're so important. There's so many Christians that don't understand that we fall under grace, but we also need not forget about God's holiness and the fact that God never changes. So as much as He hated sin in the Old Testament is as much as He hates sin in the New Testament. And so sin is sin, and as a believer, we need to do our best to stay away from it. And so after reading this story, it just convicted me a little bit of, I want to pour grace out. I want to pour mercy out, but I also want to live a holy, pure life. And for God to reign supreme in my life, for Him to come and do all the things that I want Him to do and ask Him to do and to move in the ways that I'm wanting to move, I have to remain pure and holy, and that means away from sin and walking in the love, in the grace, in the mercy that God provides while pouring and reaching after Him. So I just wanted to encourage you today that not only should you strive for grace and mercy and to understand that in all its depth, but you should also understand God's holiness and strive to live a life that is free from sin. Because the closer and closer you walk with Jesus, the less and less that stuff is attractive to you, and the more you want to stay pure and holy for Him. So you guys have a great day. Read Ananias and Sapphira. I would love to hear your comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.